business, he in construction, she in used cars, and then she opened some insurance agencies. I mean, these are people that we need.
Yeah. So
They came here to get something done.
Do you have people on
I
there?
do. We've got 3 people. We've got Sparky, Josephine, and Lydia. So we're going to go ahead and
Good
get started.
morning.
Good morning. Good morning. We've got only a couple people here in person today. We've got Bob and Shelley here. So
We get personal attention.
personal attention. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. So you guys can sit wherever you want, or you can change in the middle if you. Let's get our shoulders warmed up, and we'll do some circles. We'll do some really big circles. Really exaggerate that, right? Really pull them down, pull them forward, pull them up. This is your time to really fill in, to see if there's any tightness, any tension, but also to loosen up those joints. And if you want to, you can start feeling the chest opening up, the back open up as you do these circles. And we'll switch direction. I try to do these stretches in the morning, but it doesn't take long to get stiff again.
That's true.
Let's move to a full arm swing. So I'm only going to do one at a time. So I'm going to scoot up so I don't hit the back of my chair, but I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to really open up that arm. So I'm not going super fast, but feel that stretch all the way down your side and move it down. And so nice and slow, up and all the way down. So you should feel the stretch, not only in the shoulder, but under the arm, all the way down to the hip. And change direction. And we'll do one more in this direction. Not too fast, really slow this one down. And let's switch to the other side. So we'll do an arm circle the other side. Again, nice and slow, feeling into that movement. Feel the opening inside the shoulder, under the arm, across the back. And switch direction. And one last circle. Let's take our time. Reaching up, feel that stretch all the way down to your hip. And down. Nice. Rest both hands on your knees. Let's do our necks. So I'm going to take my chin and look over my shoulder. And come back forward, look over the other shoulder. Keep your body facing forward. Just the neck is being stretched. So we're just turning the head. And let's engage the eyes. Try to look behind so that your muscles around your eyes are starting to become engaged. And let's switch to up and down. So point that chin up, extend that stretch out so you feel the stretch all the way across the chest. And look down. I made a joke the other day when I looked at a picture how I had jowls, and I didn't used to have jowls. But it feels like everything's starting to slide down. And so this stretch here actually helps to open up this area here.
Welcome to senior citizenship.
My mom would make us do this, chin up, and then,
And you feel that tension through here, right?
yeah.
It gets tight. And we spend so much time looking down, looking at our phone, looking at, our devices or driving. And so this stretch is really good about opening this area up. And bring your head back to neutral. Nice. All right. Let's move our body now. So we're going to do our cat-cow. Hands are still on the knees. Pull the body forward, look up and arch the back. And push it back, rounding the back. And so now we're warming up the spine. So really visualize or feel the spine just kind of slowly moving and opening up. We want to make sure that our spine is staying lubricated and flexible. And this is one way that we can do that. And we'll do it one more time, both forwards and backwards. And bring your body back to an upright position. And bring that body up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders up towards your ears, drop them down. Lift that rib cage up. We're going to do the spine again, but let's do it in a circle. And we're going to rotate the ribs, right? So it looks like I'm moving the shoulders and they're moving, but I want this motion to be initiated through the rib cage. You also feel your hips beginning to open up here. Stop and change direction. And bring your body back to center. Nice. Go ahead and grab onto your chair to make sure you stay nice and secure. Raise that opposite arm up. We're going to lean over. And your hands hanging onto the chair so you can really lean over. Feel that stretch. Push this opposite hip down. Feel that stretch all the way down through the hip. And we'll switch direction. Go ahead and grab it with the opposite hand. Other hand comes up and leans over. Are you tight?
There was this really loud pop.
Oh, and come on back. Let's do that first side again. Arm comes up and we lean over. Take your palm, push that palm up towards the ceiling. And as you do, push your hip down into the chair. And let's switch sides. Lean over first. Now push up through the palm. Push your hip down. Find that nice stretch through the whole side. And come on back. Nice. All right. Let's warm our legs up just a bit. So I'm going to scoot back in my chair so my feet can swing. I'm just going to swing those feet, warming up my legs, getting some fluid in the knees. Let's go ahead and do some circles. Keeping the knees nice and limber. Keeping fluid inside this space. And stop, change direction. And let's do our ankles. So go ahead and point and flex, point and flex. And we'll do some circles with the ankles and you might hear my ankles popping. And change direction. This is easier without shoes, but. And rest those feet down. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and get our bodies moving. Put our arms out. We'll do our arm circles. We haven't done these the last couple of classes. I know you missed them.
But you do other exciting things.
I do other exciting things. Let's go ahead and visualize that you've got some heavy kettlebells. Go ahead and grab those heavy kettlebells. Hopefully you feel your muscles changing as you visualize some heavy weights in those hands. And we move to medium-sized circles. Still holding on to those heavy weights. Arms extended out. And we'll move to big circles. Maybe you've added some weight and your weights are super heavy now. And we're going to stop at the bottom. Go ahead and release those weights. Open those palms up. Lift those palms up and we'll do big circles opposite direction. So change the direction of your arms. And we'll move to medium circles. Extend that energy out. Maybe you feel it going through the middle finger, extending it out. And then to small circles. And go ahead and rest those arms. Woo, good job. Get some heat. Get some. And we haven't even picked up the weights yet. So, all right. Let's go ahead and widen your stance just a bit here. I'm widening my stance so that I can move my body. And I'm going to push up towards the ceiling, bring my hands back. Push up towards the ceiling, bring my hands back. Still working on these arms, but now we've got our core engaged. Let's do this for 10. 1, we'll do both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Very similar move. We're going to reach across our body, but this time let's turn our body just a bit. So we're going to engage that spine, right? We've got the spine nice and warm. We're going to reach as far as we can, reach to the other side. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest. Nice. All right. Now we're going to reach down towards our feet. So I'm going to tap the ground, tap the ceiling, tap the ground, tap the ceiling. We'll do this for 10. No yawning. Let's do this for 10. 1 and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Slow it down if you're getting dizzy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest. Whew, oh, nice. We're going to start beginning to lift our legs. So I'm going to scoot back just a bit so the chair can carry me and I can lift my feet up off the ground. So we're going to put our trays of food. So I have to really flex my wrists so that I don't drop the food. Palms are facing up. I'm going to push up towards the ceiling. As I do, one leg's going to come up and then I'm going to alternate. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I spilled my margaritas. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both sides. And rest. Whew, nice. We're going to go ahead and put our hands on our chest. And my palms are facing in towards me. I'm going to open those arms up. As I do, both feet are going to raise up. And then I close. And feet go back down. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. All right. We're going to do our 5-pointed star where feet and arms come out together and they all come back in. And as you pull them in, visualize all your muscles sucking into the core. This is how we strengthen all those core muscles within our stomach area, our pelvic floor, everything tucks in. All right, so we're going to push out, pull back in for 10. 1, pull it in. 2, pull it in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Woo, good job. Nice. Okay. Got a splinter.
I do.
And you just discovered it when you touched it.
It hurts like
Yeah.
the Dickens.
All right. So we're going to bring our body forward just a bit. I'm going to have my palms facing me. And so my palms are facing me, but then I'm going to close my wrists. In this forward position, I'm going to raise those arms up. So my goal here is to strengthen my back. And so I'm going to tighten my back muscles and bring them back down. And so we'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back down. Turn those palms towards me. You can even stick your thumbs out if it helps. We're going to do the same move, only now my palms are facing towards you and my thumbs are pointing up towards the ceiling. Same move. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring those hands back down, bring your body up. Very similar move. We're gonna raise those arms out. This time we're gonna pull them back, still emphasizing on the back, right? We're gonna pull those arms and those shoulder blades as tight as we can. I want you to feel this exercise later today. So arms are out, and you can visualize maybe you're gonna grab a rope or a pole and you're gonna pull it back. Let's do this for 10. 1, push it forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. We've done a move where one hand comes back and the other one stays forward, and then we switch. We're gonna do that same move right now. So I'm gonna pull one back, and then let's go ahead and switch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leave this hand back. Now I'm gonna have my right hand back, so I'm gonna put my right foot up. We're gonna add a little switch here. And then as I push, I'm gonna switch. And then I'm gonna switch. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Nice. You should feel a little bit of tension on your back though, just from doing that move.
Wristwatch is getting heavy.
I'm gonna come back to the front of my chair. I don't know if you guys can hear, Bob was complaining that his watch was so heavy. So, all right, so we did that move where we reached across our body. We're gonna do that same move, only now we're gonna let that leg come out and pull it back in. We'll do one side. Let's do one leg for 5, and then we'll switch and do the other one for 5. 1, pull it back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and bring those arms up into goalpost here. And with our arms in this position, go ahead and take one elbow and put it behind you. And come back forward. And let's go the other way. And come back forward. Let's go to one side. And come back, and the other side. Come back. Let's do all of those together. Back, back, side, side. We'll do it one more time. Back, back, side, side. Arms still in this position. Let's push them both up. Grab that rope, pull them back down into that same goal post or goddess position. Let's do this for 10. 1, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest those arms. Whew, good job. And we haven't even picked up the weights yet. Deep breath in, let it out. Let's go ahead and grab those weights. Where did mine go? So I've got 2 weights. If you're at home, hopefully you have weights. If not, you can use water bottles or canned food, or you don't even have to use weights. The exercises are still good. Let's find a nice strong position. Feet are flat on the ground, and your legs should be about hip distance. And I can measure that by putting my 2 fists here, and my feet are the same distance. So you don't want your knees in or out, or the feet in or extended out. The legs are perpendicular down here. This is a nice strong position. Lift that rib cage up, shoulders up, roll them back. Palms facing me. Let's do our bicep curls. We'll curl up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Turn those palms so they're facing in. Let's do 10 bicep curls, palms facing in. This time, let's push as we go down. So we curl up, 1, push them down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. Palms back facing me. Let's add a variation here. So we're going to bicep curl up, open up those doors, and we'll bring it back down to the start position. We'll do this for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, halfway there. 5, 6, 7, last one, 8, nice and strong. Open those doors, arms back to the start. Nice. Go ahead and bring those palms so they're facing each other. This bicep curl, we're going to add another variation. So we're going to curl up to the shoulders, push up towards the ceiling, bring them back down, push as we go back to the starting position. We'll do this for 8. 1, push it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Push them down. Nice. Palms facing me. Last time we do our bicep curls with palms facing out, we're going to curl up, open those doors. From here, we're going to bring them back out in front of us and set them back down to the starting position. Okay, let's do this for 6. 1, curl up, open the door, bring it back in front of you, and lower back down. 2, 3, 4, usually it's me. 5, 6, last one, curl up, open those doors, bring them in front, let them rest back in front. Nice. Palms facing each other, last bicep curl here. We've been really working those muscles, right? Okay, we're gonna bicep curl up, push back up towards the ceiling, and then let's just cascade down and back to the starting position. We'll do this for 6. 1, push them up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, keep your shoulders relaxed. Last one, 6, push them up and down and back to the start. Go ahead and move that neck around. If you need to move the shoulders, loosen up any tension, any tightness that might have happened during those moves. All right. So we did a move where we punched across the body. We're going to do the same move, only now we have our weights. I'm going to scoot up to the front of my chair so I don't accidentally bump the back with my elbow. And my feet are a little bit wider so that I get a nice stance and I can push using my feet as energy. Okay, so let's push up to the right and then we'll push up to the left for 1 count. 1, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back down. Nice. We did a move where we went straight out. We're going to do that same move. So instead of going up, we're going to push across our body and then go back.
I'm hot.
Open the door.
Well, there's the air zone, I think.
Yeah, but open the door.
There's a vent right there if that one feels better.
Undress
Yeah,
down.
sorry, never mind me.
Okay, let's go across our body for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3,
Sorry.
4.
I
We're
was
still going
copying
here.
Viola.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And back to center. Nice. Walk those feet in, but I'm still going to stay on the edge of my chair. We did this exercise without weights. Let's add our weights. We're going to lean forward, bring those hands down. Palms are facing towards your chair. So I see the back of your hands. We're going to lift them up and come back down. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to use your muscles, not your inertia, and swing it. 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn those palms so they're facing me. Same move. You can still point your thumbs if that helps. Let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring your body upright. Ooh, nice, good job. Let's go ahead and rest those hands next to us. We're gonna bring them up into airplane arms, just like we did, but only now we're sitting up. So make sure your stance is nice and strong. Feet are flat on the ground. Lift those rib cages up. You don't want to be slouching forward. Rib cages up. Let's lift up for 10. Airplane lifts. 1, 2, don't swing them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down, rest them on your knees. Woo, good job. Same move, only now I'm going to lift straight out in front of me, and we'll do this for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should feel your core engaged. 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Nice. I was thinking how light the weights felt when I was doing my bicep curl and how heavy they felt doing this way. Okay, so last variation, we're going to add the pull back. So I'm going to lift straight in front of me, pull back, and pinching those shoulder blades together, pushing back out and back down. We'll do this for 6. 1, pull it back, push it forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 more. 6, pull it back, push it forward, and release. Okay, check in with their shoulders if they need to wiggle or move the neck. Make sure they're not feeling nice and tight or too tight. I don't know if it's nice. Let's bring those arms up into those goalposts. We did this without weights. Now we've got some weights. Make sure you're not arching your back. Tuck that tailbone in so that your back is nice and strong and protected. Let's go ahead and look one direction. Bring it back forward. Other direction, back forward. Let's do our side. Side. We'll do it one more time. Twist. Twist. Bend. Bend. Ooh, these are heavy, but you guys have got this. Push them both up and back down. We'll do this for 10, 2, 3, 4. It's heavy. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and give your body a rest. Woo, shake those arms out. You can let those weights rest for a minute and just kind of move the shoulders, loosen up. All right, let's work our core. We'll give our arms a little bit of a break, and we're going to use our core muscles now. So let's put the weights close to our body. I'm going to have, maybe my feet are a little closer than my chair legs. And I'm going to bend forward, and I'm going to lift up. And as I lift up, don't use your feet, use your glutes, use your butt to pull in your body and bring it up. Let's pull up for a 10. 1, pull it up. 2, tuck everything in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I'm going to bring my feet in a little closer. As I go down, my arms drop next to me. So I've got just enough space for my arms to drop. I'm going to bring my body up. My arms are still just going to hang, but they're not so close to my body. And so go ahead and lean forward. Let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't feel any air. 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a breath here. You have to remember to breathe in these exercises, but I know sometimes that's hard when you're leaning forward. All right, let's lean forward. We've got one more in this position here. Arms are out. This time, let's lock the shoulders. So now my arms are still extended out, but when I bring my body out, because my shoulders are locked, those weights come straight out. And I come back. This counterbalance might be a little too much for your lower back. Bring the arms closer if that's too much. Let's go ahead and lift for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no swinging. 8, use those muscles in your glutes. 9, 10, and go ahead and rest. Take a deep breath in. Let's open those legs back up. This time I'm going to open them up a little wider than my chair legs. Okay, we're going to work on our core a little bit, but now we're going to start introducing our legs into the exercises. So go ahead and lean forward, let those weights drop down. Because my feet are a little further apart, I've got a little more space to go down deeper. Now I'm going to ask you to engage your feet. So as you lift your body up, instead of using your glutes, I want you to focus on your feet. So push with your feet as you bring your body upright, tap those shoulders, and all the way back down. We'll do this for 10. Push with your feet. 1, and back down. 2, you should feel the back of your hamstrings working. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up and back down. Go ahead and work those feet in just a bit. I'm going to set one weight down. Still working on those legs. I'm going to take my weight. I'm going to squish it between my knees. Now, I have my hands in here. You don't have to use your hands. You might want to just hold it. I like to have my hands just to make sure I don't accidentally drop my weight. So the purpose of this is to engage your inner thighs. As I engage my inner thighs, I'm also engaging my pelvic area, my stomach, my glutes. Everything is nice and tight as I try to squish and compress this weight. Squish it a little bit more. And release. And feel the belly soften. Feel your legs soften. And then let's tighten it again. Tighten the belly, tuck it in. Pull up those pelvic muscles. Squish your knees together. Squish the inside of your thighs together. Squish a little bit more. Really feel those muscles engaged. And release. Nice. Good job. Let's go ahead and while we have this, go ahead and do the same thing with our hands. Go ahead and see if you can compress this weight. Elbows are up nice and high. You should feel this stretch across the underneath of the arms, across the chest. Right now, my fingers are pointing up. Let's go ahead and point those fingers towards me. You might feel a shift in which muscles you're using now. Now I've got those little muscles right here in this little spot right here. So push those hands out towards me, still squishing. And up over your head. Please be careful not to drop this weight. Squish, squish, squish. And let's lower in front of us. Elbows are high, squishing that weight. And release. Nice. Go ahead and grab that weight with both hands. I've got one on each side. I'm going to duck underneath, look underneath, and let's stretch behind us. Let's do this for 5. That's 1, 2, stop that. 3.
Well, I'm having a hard time with my breath.
Oh, 4. It's making me tired.
No, I have nasal
5.
problems.
Oh, let's go the other way. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, all the way around. Nice. Go ahead and set this weight down. Oh, let's roll those shoulders out. Okay, we're going to get those legs engaged. Let's go ahead and just warm them up. Walk in place or march. If you want to raise those knees up. Just trying to wake those muscles up. I'm going to scoot back in my chair just a bit because now I want to kick, 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 kick. And I kind of need my chair to carry me to do this. But this is going to help loosen up the knees. Don't kick so much that you feel too much of a flex and too much pressure. My knee is still bent just a little bit. But it's a little more challenging for my thighs to kick up. There's a bird up above your head. Put those arms out as you kick. Just a couple seconds more. And let's go ahead and drop those arms and bring those legs to a rest. Nice. Whew. We're going to go ahead and put our fingertips on our shoulders. We're going to bring a knee up to our elbow and we'll alternate. Let's do 10. 1, both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both sides. Open those arms up. Let's go fingertips to toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew, good job. Sliding back here. We're going to do our mountain climbers. And so I'm going to open one leg out. Bring those arms up into cactus arms. And so I'm going to tap my extended leg to my elbow. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the other side. Let's extend that other leg and let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Nice, good job.
I'm missing the giggling.
Yeah, which Char usually laughs throughout the. So you guys have to, or they'll mute it so you can't hear them giggle if they're giggling. Okay, so we're going to do when we step out and put our arm out, but we're going to focus on our core. So when we bring our arm and our leg back together, we're going to tap. And so we're going to go out, tap, out, tap. So we're really working on the core, even though the arms and the legs are moving. So let's go ahead and extend out. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. We got some popping in there. Okay, let's do the other side. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Go ahead and rest those hands. We'll take a deep breath in. Let's go ahead. We're going to continue working our legs. And so I could have my hands on my chair if I want to. Sometimes I feel like I need to slouch. And so this helps bring me upright. You could put your hands on your hips or hold them out. But we're going to step out to the side, bring it back, step out to the side, bring it back. I'm going to do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's step bigger. 7. I'm stepping over big dog. 8, 9, 10. All right, so now we're going to step out together. So now I'm really going to hang onto the chairs to keep me from falling out. Both feet are going to step out. Both feet are going to pull back together and really use those muscles to pull those legs back in. And I've got some really big dogs that I have to step over. So let's do this for 10. 1, pull it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back. Nice. All right. Whew. So now we're going to step out, tap our heels, step back, tap our toes. So we go out and back, out and back. So you're using your thighs, but you're also going to notice your core right here engaged. And so I'm going to hang on. If you need to, you can lean back against the chair if that feels like you need that support today. So heel, toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, toe and back to center. All right. Get my thing back up here. Let's go ahead. Roll those shoulders up and back. Take a deep breath in. We're going to go ahead and do some big figure 8s here. And so I'm going to take my right hand, put it on my left knee, big circle all the way around behind me. And as it comes back down, I'm going to switch to the other side. And so I've got this big figure 8, and I want you to see that figure 8 in front of you. So let's go ahead and make a big circle and switch to the other side. You've seen this move in Qigong. Donna Eden, who does energy healing, she uses this to shift the energy in your body. Bring more energy in, move out any energy that's stuck. But you also feel your spine engaged, your shoulder engaged. We're going to stop in the center here, and let's go the other way. So bring that arm back the other way. It might feel comfortable, might feel a little different for you going the opposite direction. One more time, all the way around and back to center. Nice. I'm going to take both arms back. As they go back, let the head drop back, arms come up. We're going to go down, tap the toe, back up in the opposite direction. And then come down to the start. Arms come up, all the way down, tap the toes, come back up in the opposite direction. Drop those arms back, drop the head, all the way down, tap the toes, arms come up, and the opposite direction. Nice, good job. All right, go ahead and take your ankle, set it on the opposite knee. We're gonna do our figure fours. All right, lift that rib cage up and let's go ahead and lean forward. You should feel a little tension in the hip as we loosen up that hip. Breathe into any tightness. Exhale, lower just a bit more. And bring your body upright. Go ahead and let that leg drop. So I'm still crossed. Lift that rib cage up and let's come forward. You should be able to move forward just a little bit more, still opening up the hips, but in a different space. And come back forward. Let's do a spinal twist. I'm going to go ahead and grab the back of my chair, look behind me. And come back forward. Let's look the other direction. And come back forward. Go ahead and uncross those legs. Let's do the other side. Figure four here. Lift that rib cage up and lean forward. Remember not to let the back round. It wants to, because we're focused on trying to get a little lower. But our focus is truly to open up that hip. So keep your back, your spine nice and straight. Leaning forward. Deep breath in, and with your exhale, try to lean forward just a bit more. And bring your body upright, let that leg cross, rib cage up, and come back forward. Go ahead and let those arms drop this time, let your head drop. And walk your body back up. Let's do our spinal twist again. Go ahead and grab the back of your chair looking behind you. Engage your eyes, make sure you're stretching those eyes. And come back forward, let's do the opposite direction. Come back forward, go ahead, uncross those legs, let's widen them just a bit. We're gonna go ahead, bring our elbows to our thighs, and let's open up those legs. We work the inside of our thighs, so let's open up and stretch this area out. I'm actually rolling up to the edge of my feet, so my legs are a little wider, and I'm dropping my belly as deep as I can between my thighs. And if it feels like you're able to, go ahead and touch the ground. And let your body sink down as deep as you're able, letting the head hang. And bring your elbows back up to your knees, pushing those legs out. And as you push those legs out, you're going to try to pull them back in. So I've got this push-pull position. So I'm working the back of my legs, my arms, and I'm working my legs at the same time. My legs are trying to close, but I won't let them because I'm pushing with my arms. And bring your body upright, nice. Still keep those legs nice and wide, arms up towards the ceiling. Turn and face one leg, let's go down. We're gonna walk our hands slowly across to the other side. And bring your body upright, lift those arms up. Let's turn back towards that same leg and down. Walk those hands across. And bring your body upright. And you guys have got it, you know, I'm sneaking in these cherry pickers here.
Why are you sneaking?
And up. We're gonna do one more time this direction. I'm sneaking because I really want you to get super deep as you move from one foot to the other. And back up. Lift those arms up. Let's turn towards that opposite leg all the way down. And walk those hands across. And bring arms up and cross. Trying to get as deep as you can in between as you walk across. Really opening up the inside of those thighs. Arms up. Last time. Let's see how deep you can go. See if you can let that belly drop between those thighs. Bringing those arms up. Reach up as high as you can. Deep breath in. Exhale out. All right. So I wanted to end with an exercise that we haven't done in a while. And this is the exercise for the mind. And so we're going to take our hands, and I'm going to take my thumb and my pointer finger and tap them together. And then I'm going to take my thumb and my middle finger, tap them together. My thumb and my ring finger, and then my thumb and my pinky. And so just go ahead and tap through each of those fingers. And just kind of tap. In Kundalini Yoga, we do a mantra. Sa, ta, na, ma. And there's a belief that these mantras have a certain frequency, and this frequency brings energy into the body. We're going to challenge our mind just a little bit, and we're going to spell a word, right? And so it could be any word you'd like. I like to have a word that has two consonants next to each other, like S-T-O-P. So I'm going to spell stop. P. S-T-O-P. It could be black. B-L-A. I can't do black. I can't think of a word that has it. S-T-O-P. Okay, so now here's our challenge. We're going to spell that word backwards, right? So now I'm going to start with my thumb to my pinky, P, thumb to my ring finger, O, thumb to my middle finger, T, thumb to my pointer finger, S. So go ahead and think of a word, and it could be any word that you'd like, S-T-O-P, and then spell it backwards, P-O-T-S. And so do it in your head. Maybe you want to love, L-O-V-E, E-V-O-L, L-O-V-E, E-V-O-L. So it's a great way to teach the mind to go forwards and backwards. We don't often do things in reverse. As children, we're constantly learning this, but as adults, we don't have that same challenge. We want to challenge the mind. And so, and when we add the fingers, the tactile, it connects different synaptic neural pathways inside the brain. And so going back and forth, both directions, spelling that word. You could do some math. So we could do a penny, a penny, a penny, a penny, which is 5 cents, a penny, penny, penny. Or we could do a quarter, a nickel, a dime, a penny, a nickel, a quarter, a dime. So this is something fun to do. If this is challenging, you can write it on a paper and follow it until it feels comfortable, and then start to practice it without the paper in front of you. But this is going to help keep our mind more active, right? We don't want some of those memory issues that some of us might be suffering with. And so this is one of those great exercises to help with